Good evening. Thank you for joining us. You are watching the 9 at Night. I'm Andrew Seeley. We begin tonight with San Antonio City Councilman Clayton Perry. Roughly 2 months after he took a leave of absence, Perry returned to City Council today and reclaimed his District 10 seat. This while Perry is still facing charges for driving while under the influence and failure to stop and give information for a head-on hit-and-run crash in November. Today, Perry delivered a short set of prepared remarks, but didn't give many specifics. He said he followed the, quote, appropriate measures, unquote, recommended by medical experts during his leave of absence, and that he was 100% devoted to, quote, this never happening again. He also said he was thankful that other people weren't physically harmed, but he never said exactly why he was returning, with the 2 charges still hanging over him.
Well, it's in my statement.
No, sir, it's not, though. You don't want to give an explanation on why you decided to come back. Do you really think that short statement was enough for your constituents? A lot of people have questions. Is there anything you want to say to them?
As you can see, Perry ducked questions from our reporter Garrett Berger 3 separate times today. He also skipped an afternoon briefing. His chief of staff said he did so to handle a personal matter. The New Braunfels Police Department needs your help in finding a 16-year-old girl. Alyssa Lerma, who also goes by Alyssa Flores, left her home on Avery Park with her black dog on a Friday morning, January 6th. The dog has been found, but Alyssa remains missing. She's without life-saving medications and may be in need of medical attention. Alyssa was last seen wearing a black hoodie, black leggings, and black Crocs. Anyone with information can call New Braunfels Police. New Braunfels Police have also released more details about an ATM robbery that happened at the beginning of the year. Police say back on January 2nd, the suspect assaulted an ATM technician at the Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union on Highway 46 before grabbing a drawer of money and jumping into a maroon Dodge Charger with a getaway driver. Investigators described the suspect as wearing a black hoodie, gloves, and pants showing his multicolored underwear. He was also wearing white shoes and a white mask on his face. Anyone with any information about who the suspect or getaway driver is or the location of the Dodge Charger is asked to call New Braunfels Police or the Comal County Crime Stoppers. The number on your screen, 830-620-TIPS. A man who tried escaping from a Bexar County Sheriff's deputy died in a car crash. It happened at 1 in the morning near West Military and Marbach Road. He was first pulled over by a deputy who believed the driver was under the influence. The man admitted he had Xanax in the car along with a gun. When asked to leave the vehicle, the driver refused and drove away quickly.
We did find a felony amount of drugs in the car and at least one handgun underneath the suspect. We did find various different calibers of ammunition.
The deputy didn't have a chance to immediately chase after the man. When the deputy found him later on, the vehicle hit a utility pole and wrecked a parked tow truck. The man was thrown from his car and died on impact. A record-breaking number of people head to the Alamodome tomorrow as the Spurs take on the Golden State Warriors. The Spurs are returning home to the Dome to celebrate their 50-year anniversary in the Alamo City. Here are some tips if you plan on going to the game tomorrow. Best thing you can do is head downtown early. Doors to the Alamodome open at 4:30 and tip-off is scheduled for a little after 6:30. At that time, Spurs fans will be competing with rush hour traffic and the road closures sprinkled throughout downtown. There is free parking from 3 to 6 for game ticket holders at 2 downtown garages. That is at the City Tower Garage on West Commerce and St. Mary's Parking Garage on East Travis. Via is offering park and ride services from the AT&T Center and Crossroads. The fare is $1.30 each way, and rides begin at 2:30. Richard Oliver with San Antonio Sports Facilities suggests fans can come downtown early and enjoy the views before the game.
You're in San Antonio, Texas, which has one of the more beautiful downtowns on the planet, and a wonderful river walk and restaurants and attractions. Come on downtown, enjoy yourself, then get over to the game in comfortable shape. If you wait too late with the kind of crowd that we're expecting to see, you might find yourself in a complication of traffic and parking.
We have more tips on how to attend on our website, KSAT.com. So the question nearly 70,000 people want to know as they head to the Alamodome, what's the weather going to be like? Here's Mia Montgomery with a look at Friday's forecast.
After a gusty day across south central Texas following last night's cool front, those winds are going to subside through the overnight hours. Combine that with the dry air in place as well as the clear skies, and temperatures are going to tumble pretty efficiently. It is going to be a cold start to our Friday morning. Mid to upper 30s expected by wake up time in the morning here in San Antonio. A few low 30s possible, especially across portions of the hill country. You will want to bundle up for the Friday morning commute, but after the sun comes up, we should see plenty of it throughout the day, helping those temperatures warm. We're in the low 50s by 10 a.m., around 60 degrees for any lunchtime plans. Daytime highs Friday afternoon are headed for the mid 60s. Low humidity, so comfortable conditions if you're stepping out to the Alamodome for the Spurs 50th anniversary game. Low 60s by 5 p.m., transitioning to the mid 50s by 7 p.m. Clear skies still there as well. It will turn chilly though after the game, stepping out from the Alamodome as those temperatures fall into the 40s. Another chilly start expected early Saturday, upper 30s here in town, transitioning to the mid to upper 60s Saturday afternoon. A touch more humidity works back in for the back half of the weekend, helping temperatures warm. That will be the case into the first half of next week before another cool front arrives by Wednesday and tries to spark an isolated shower or two.
The Federal Aviation Administration is increasing staffing to monitor its system after a major computer error caused thousands of flight delays and cancellations yesterday. The FAA says the issue was caused by a damaged database file. During routine maintenance, an engineer replaced one file with another. It ended up causing about 1,000 delays and more than 1,000 cancellations.
With a government system, we're going to own it, we're going to find it, and we're going to fix it.
Experts say the system is outdated and a newer system would have likely caught the file and prevented the meltdown. So now we get to the price of groceries. First, the good news. New numbers show the price of bacon is down from last month, and so is flour. But the price of eggs, it's no yoke. As 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz shows us, it's especially tough on bakeries, and relief is still likely months away.
Inside Mimo's Bakery and Cafe, they crack a lot of eggs.
We use anywhere from 10 to 15 cases of eggs a week. A lot of eggs.
2,700 eggs a week, give or take. Go into omelets, fresh breads, cookies, and those fancy custom cakes.
We don't have a choice. I mean, everything we do is from scratch with fresh ingredients.
Owner Amber Gonzalez says the price of eggs is cracking the budget.
They were like $20, $22 a case for the extra large. And now we're paying $97, $98 a case for the extra large eggs.
You're paying the higher cost too, so we did some price checking to find some of the lowest prices on eggs.
For a dozen large grade A eggs, H-E-B's price was $4.48, 80 cents less than Walmart and Target. Egg prices have nearly doubled in the past year. One big reason is the bird flu. Nearly 60 million chickens have been lost.
We keep having more outbreaks. We're losing birds. And so that's cutting production, and feed costs are high.
Economists say you can expect prices to keep rising through spring with high Easter demand and come down later in the year. As for Amber, she's been eating the higher costs, but can't for much longer.
We've been trying to put it off raising prices because, I mean, who wants to pay $20 for an omelet? You know, I mean, it just seems ridiculous, but when you add all that egg cost in there, it's like, it's a lot.
Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Hopefully we'll get to the sunny side of that situation later. Tonight on the Night Beat, a neighborhood shaken up by a deadly crash. What police say happened before a woman was hit and killed in the street, and the concerns neighbors are raising. Plus, a score of 67 and a second appearance on Behind the Kitchen Door. The violations the health inspector found inside one San Antonio restaurant. Those stories and more all tonight on the Night Beat. And with that, we are out of time. The 9 at Night returns tomorrow. Have a great night and pack the dome.